for French prisoners of war were imprisoned in a deep pit. When they suddenly looked up in terror, a German soldier appeared at the edge of the pit and made faces at them. Then he stuck his bayonet into his military boot and jumped back and forth above the pit. The prisoners stared in confusion. At that moment the soldier suddenly threw mud at them. The prisoners picked up stones and hurled them at the soldier. The rifle in the soldier's hand accidentally fell into the pit. The prisoners quickly picked it up, worked the bolt to load a round, and pointed it at the soldier. But the soldier felt no fear. Instead, he took out a handkerchief, covered his face with it, and suddenly turned into a clown. Then he began performing above the pit. The prisoners burst out laughing at once. At that moment the soldier suddenly pulled out a grenade and threw it down to the bottom of the pit. The prisoners trembled non-stop in fear, but the grenade did not explode. Only then did they realize it was bread. After that the prisoners split the bread among themselves to eat. Next the soldier took out apples and started juggling with them, and deliberately dropped the apples into the pit. By this time the prisoners had completely let down their guard, so the soldier finally spoke up, telling the prisoners that as long as they were alive there was hope. When the soldier was about to leave, the prisoners handed the rifle back to him, and this reignited hope in the prisoners. But after the soldier left, his expression suddenly turned solemn, for he knew the prisoners were going to be buried alive. The next day the soldier appeared again, and brought strong liquor to keep them warm. Just then a German officer came over with his men. When he saw the soldier giving food to the prisoners, he ordered the soldier to shoot them. The soldier had no choice but to lift his rifle. Looking at the prisoners' terrified eyes, the soldier threw his rifle to the ground. The German officer stared in confusion. Then the soldier took out a red clown nose, using this to refuse to shoot the prisoners. When the German officer saw him defying the order, he raised his gun and shot the soldier on the spot. The soldier fell to the ground dead. It turned out the soldier had been a circus performer before, yet he was killed by his own comrades. At that moment the German officer received a call from his superior, who ordered him to release the 4 prisoners. The prisoners were lucky enough to survive. Soon after the war ended, one of the prisoners chose to become an amateur clown.